What is going on, guys? I just got back from work and I went way over budget on some stuff and bought a lot of coral, bought some rock. I'm gonna make a new rock structure for the 50-gallon, but you haven't really seen the tanks that much yet. So I'm gonna show you them off real quick. It is late at night. I kind of artificially turned the lights up, so stuff looks kind of weird and closed. It's because it's supposed to be nighttime, but I'm gonna show you anyway. So this is the 50-gallon. It's got a nice little Scully garden, got Ghanies up front, Recordia garden. We got little Zoa garden going on back here, Echinata, torch. And then on this side, we got my mama, Yuma mushroom, Space Emitter Pectinia, another Zoa garden back here, a ruby red dragonette, starfish. This is Leonard. But yeah, that's the tank. This is the 80-gallon, so this is going to be more of my grow out tank. That's why everything's on tiles. Frag rack, we've got really cool grafted torch there, blow torch or hellfire torch, Indo gold, really nice rainbow chalices, OG mushroom, Frankenstein. These are the babies off the mother Yuma in the other tank. Yeah, and then we got my Colorado sunburst up top, but that is this tank. So this is all the coral, supplies, and rock that I got. So I got some clove, little March Madness going on, don't mind it. So I got some clove polyps. As you saw in the 80-gallon, the rock is really empty. Everything's on tile. So I got some clove polyps, just make a little bit of a background. I got some Favias. I think one I'm gonna put on a tile in the 80, and then the other one I'm gonna go on the rock structure that I'm making for the 50. What else did I get? I got some acans, those are gonna go in the rock structure. Blastos, those are gonna go in the rock structure. So let's make the rock structure. Actually, first, let's dip the corals, get them on the tiles first. Yeah. So the light refracts terribly through the bag, but this is a yellow sub Favia, one of the coolest Favias out there. I actually think that's gonna be the only thing I'll put on a tile. I'm gonna save the other tile for anything important I get. All right, Coral RX. Must have, doesn't matter where you buy it from. It doesn't matter if they say, oh, everything's fully QT. Just proper etiquette, proper technique, dip your corals. Now we wait 5 minutes. Coral's been dipping for 5 minutes, so we're gonna come put some glue on this raw tile. All right, now we take the frag. There's already glue on the tile because the camera didn't record. Add glue to the bottom. This is probably the end of this glue stick. Grab, that's squatted, spray. This is accelerator spray, really helps. Spritz, seal, and get as much glue on your hand as possible. So all this rock I picked out at the store, and I kind of had made it a structure already at the store, but let's see if I can even remember how this went. All right, well, that looks terrible. But I think for what we're gonna do, it's gonna work. Yeah, and again, there's gonna be coral all over it, so yeah. All right, now we put on gloves because we're using epoxy and that stuff gets on everything. All right, so we got the epoxy. We're gonna take just a little bit. Just gotta blend it together. I bought so much epoxy today just to come home to 3 sticks. All right, so that's pretty blended. We gotta act fast now and get it on the rock. So I'm gonna do, gotta keep them, my counters are low, so I gotta be low because I'm not gonna hold it high. I'm gonna do a mix of glue and epoxy. Really make it as sturdy as possible. That should be good. Epoxy. Just squeeze those two together for a bit in there. my countertops are gonna be a mess. All right, now before the other one dries, how do we do that? Glue all up in there, glue all up in here, epoxy here, and smush them together. Pack that in there. All right, now let's move on to the next part. This one should be pretty easy, but we got to get some more epoxy. And now we just repeat the same process. This one's gonna be pretty easy because that's just kind of sitting on top right there. Glue. Daisy. All right. Remember the ranch commercial? It was like Daisy up the. That was what I was singing. Oh, I didn't put. No, actually I did. All right, and now we got this other one because I got a little bit of epoxy left, so I got to be a little quick with it. I think that was like that. Right. How did I have this? Anybody remember how I had this? I was there, I was there. Sure. Nice. So I think it changed a little bit. But honestly, I like this better than it was before. It's still horrible, but it'll do. Okay, now we gotta make some space in here and make sure this actually fits. This might work, this might not. Hey, it's me. I have no idea why in the world I thought that was gonna fit, but I figured it out. One sec. So this is what we got. Totally different than what I was thinking. I don't know why on earth I thought that first one was gonna work. But I think that came out really nice actually. I wish maybe there was a little bit in front here. Could always add a little piece to the front. But I think that came out pretty cool. Now we just gotta add the coral. There we go. All right, so we got Darth Maul, Fabia, just some acan, actually first acan I've ever kept, and a little purple Merletti Blasto. Oh my god. There we go. Oh. And yeah, there's the tank. I think it came out okay. I'll give it a solid. I'll give it a C, just a solid C. I think I might have made it a little too big for the tank, but we'll see. I mean, as coral grows onto it, it might actually be really cool little island in the center of it. I don't know if you saw the one guy was missing. It's in here now. It's a rose petal gunny, nothing too crazy. I just didn't have the space for it. It's on a tile. I want to keep it on a tile, let it grow out. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you haven't already, go and subscribe, comment, like, do what you're supposed to do for YouTube creators. I guess that's the generic thing to say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Okay, so we just got to Petco, and there's a black storm in here. As you know, I work at a fish store, but there's a black storm at Petco, and I bet I could get it really cheap. Really cheap. We're gonna go find out how much it costs. They didn't know what it was, so they're selling it to me for $12. I got him. I'm in there the whole time, just like covering my shirt and like trying not to show that it literally says Top Shelf Aquatics, and I clearly know what this fish is. And I am laughing so hard on the inside, just trying to keep it together. And I busted out laughing the second I walked out the door. I even walked over to him and was like, yeah, so how much for this black storm? And when he looked at it, he was like, I don't even think that's a clownfish. I was like, oh, okay, sure. I haven't even set up the quarantine tank. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a water change on the big tank, take some water out of there, move that into the quarantine tank, and just kind of hope for the best. It should be pretty good. But yeah, let's do that. Okay, so there's no light in this room, but I literally have like friggin' everything. I think there's even copper in here. Yeah, there's copper. I literally have everything for this quarantine tank. There he is, or she. It's gonna be a she probably, but floating right now. Alrighty, there he is. All right, so let's go put him in the quarantine tank. There he is. Boop. All right, so comment down below what you think we should name him.